Hey guys, how you going? Okay, I'm just doing a couple of videos this week. Sorry, I'm videos instead of lives. Just because I've got a few things to do, so I'm going to try and get through this quick. This should be a quick one anyway. Mick Amias said Americans don't realise how screwed up Australia is. I'm glad Elon Musk is seeing this within his feed, but it goes to show that in Australia, even as a so-called liberal democracy, implied free speech doesn't even exist. Being arrested for having conversations about the real consequences that children face regarding puberty blockers, etc., is utterly atrocious. And this is a screenshot of Billboard Chris saying I'm being arrested for having conversations in Brisbane. Elon Musk asked, "Are you okay?" Because I believe Elon Musk is coming over here for a lawsuit because they went at X, the e-safety commissar. Okay. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep my eyes on this. Nick Sautor said breaking, President Trump has just signed a pardon for Devon Archer, the former business partner of Hunter Biden. Archer blew the whistle on the entire Biden crime family and was persecuted for doing so. Congrats, Devon. There you go. We have Western Lensman, deranged Maxine Water rages about Doge. Floats idea to Trump to deport Melania. What the fuck? Is she insane? Democrats are determined to drive their approval numbers below 20%. Do we really want to hear her? Okay.
We don't care how much money you have, Elon. That's right. We don't give a damn about Doge. We are going to defend the Constitution because we believe in democracy. So many people have sacrificed and fought and died.
Pity she didn't defend democracy when Democrats were destroying it.
For democracy. And Trump comes along with his ignorant and he don't even know the Constitution. If he wants to start looking so closely to find those who were born here and their parents were undocumented, maybe he ought to first look at Melania. We don't care.
She's married to an American citizen. Isn't that, doesn't she become a citizen when she marries an American citizen? Oh my goodness. Okay, anyway, I don't know. You can tell me. But she's insane. Seriously. Maxine Waters is insane. She doesn't know the Constitution. She wouldn't know the Constitution if it walked up and slapped her in the face, mate. Seriously. She's got no idea. Okay, when they say our democracy, right, they really mean themselves, their bureaucracy. Los Angeles Times said D.A. Hochman officially brings death penalty back to Los Angeles. Very interesting. I believe they have to do this before the hearings start because doesn't treason carry capital punishment? Just asking. Benny Johnson said President Trump signs executive order to secure our elections. Citizenship proof for voting, funds tied to integrity compliance, paper ballots, AG to track election fraud, cracks down on late ballots and axes Biden's voter turnout. EO. Executive order. Good stuff. Go Trump. Wish we had one here. A Trump I'm talking about. Nick Sautor said Democrat Senator King just threw a fit about Tulsi Gabbard no longer considering climate change a national security threat. The climate scam is over. Tulsi responded, "We're focused on the most direct threats to Americans' safety, well-being and security." Finally. I'm not even going to listen to the man because I've known for over 10 years that climate change is BS and no thank you very much. Okay, and Australia is just insane for trying to, well, it's not climate change they're worried about. It's their mates with their green companies, you know. That's who they're worried about. And their shares in those green companies. Sean Strickland, I don't even know who this is, but anyway, he says, "I'm a believer. You'll need to try Popeyes." This man looking at me like, why the fuck is Sean Strickland at a Popeyes? Because y'all got some good fucking chicken. Okay, if I ever go to America, I want to try Popeye's chicken. Okay? Interesting. Don't know why I included that, but it looked interesting. Angelo Isidoro said, breaking news, what we all knew was obviously bad is confirmed to be bad. For years, the pro-safe supply of hard drugs industry and BCNDP have been pushing the idea that destigmatizing and handing out free drugs is somehow a good thing. They also push the idea that if you disagree with their insane policies, you're somehow backwards. Turns out drugs are bad and the sky is blue. Have a great Tuesday. Okay. Vancouver Sun, BC drug decriminalisation and safer supply associated with more overdoses. What do you know? Does that have anything to do with the people we're seeing laying in the streets, sleeping? I just watched a short video about that. Oh my God. Like people asleep in the street with needles laying beside them or baggies laying beside them. And they're like literally passed out head first into the ground. Also just watched a video where people overdosed. What's going on this morning with that? Okay, Nick Sautor said just in, President Trump says he agrees with J.D. Vance, accusing the European Union and NATO of freeloading. Why are they in Ukraine war for $100 billion, but we're in it for $350 billion? These countries have really economically abused us for many decades. America first. Trump takes question on Signal chat leak.
The Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, and J.D. Vance, the Vice President, said that the Europeans were freeloading. Do you agree with that assessment?
Do you really want me to answer that? Yeah, I think they've been freeloading. The European Union's been absolutely terrible to us on trade. Terrible. And as you know, NATO, I got them to pay hundreds of billions of dollars. They were way behind. And if you look if you look at Ukraine, so we're in for $350 billion because of Biden. Should have never happened, this war. All these dead people should not be dead. All these broken cities that are demolished down to the ground, those gorgeous towers, the most beautiful in the world, the most beautiful spires in the world. The spires in Ukraine were said to be the most beautiful of all. Just about every one of them is lying on its side in a million pieces. It's so sad to see what's happened to a heritage. No, I think that when they say the European Union and you could say NATO also. Look, NATO, and I don't blame NATO for this. I don't blame Europe for this. I blame Biden for the fact that he didn't make them equalize. And to this day, I said to him, you got to catch up, you got to equalize. But why are they in for $100 billion and we're in for possibly $350 billion? It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. And you could...
Hang on. Did he just say they were in it for $100 million and America's in it for $350 billion? Just hang on 1 second there. What was that?
For $100 billion and we're in for possibly $350 billion. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. And you...
He did say that. Okay? So this is wrong. It's $100 million, but we're in it for $350 billion. Okay? So, wow, that's a big amount.
You could say more important for them because we have an ocean in between. So, you know, it's one of those things. You'll be seeing Liberation Day. I call it Liberation Day in America. You're going to be seeing it on April 2nd. Didn't want to do it on April 1st for the obvious reason, April 2nd. But you'll be seeing tariffs. And I think I've been very fair. I have them set. But I think I've been very fair to countries that have really abused us economically for many, many decades.
There you go. Very interesting. Okay, who's this? NRA said House Judiciary Chair Jim Jordan emphasises the critical need to pass the Constitutional Concealed Carry Reciprocity Act. Our First Amendment rights do not change from one state to another, and our Second Amendment rights should not either. Well done. Oh, go Jim Jordan. That would mean when you go from state to state in the US, you don't have to worry about your Second Amendment right. It's covered. Okay, if they pass it, in the meantime, beware which states it is legal to carry and where it's not, because apparently you can get in big trouble. George said Fannie Willis and Nathan Wade just got busted at the airport together, meaning they both committed perjury when they said their relationship was over 2 years ago. Lock her up. Remember in the hearings When Fannie Wade say, Fannie, oh my God, Fannie Willis and Nathan Wade, Fannie Wade, you might as well call them. Yeah, they might as well get married. When she was saying they haven't been in a relationship for over 2 years. Yeah, well, apparently, for not having a relationship, they look pretty close. Okay, they're just friends, guys, okay? They're just friends. Don't worry about it. Just good friends, you know? America said President Trump signs an executive order enabling the US Treasury to modernise its payment system in order to reduce waste, fraud and abuse. Gets rid of all the 47 independent payment system and centralises. Makes use of the do not pay list of fraudulent entities mandatory. Shares data within government for fraud detection. Checks that funds are available in budget before paying. Requires budget IDs and EINs. Good stuff. AKA said breaking, CBS has apparently investigated itself and found no evidence of wrongdoing regarding news distortion at 60 Minutes. Of course they'd say that when they investigate themselves. We found nothing wrong. No, there's nothing wrong there. Why don't they get an outside body to investigate? Yeah, that wouldn't look good. Gunther Eagleman said, does everyone understand how historic this is? Donald J. Trump, today I declassified all FBI files related to the corrupt Crossfire hurricane investigation. Do it, Trump. Okay, and Gunther Eagleman said, commies, Colorado House passes semi-automatic firearm ban. Well, let's see how Trump goes with the constitutional right to carry, conceal carry. Because then Colorado won't be allowed to do this, will they? Very interesting. Elon Musk said, very important. GOP said, get out and vote Wisconsin. Donald J. Trump said, in the great state of Wisconsin, a radical left Democrat, one who is insistent on bringing hardened criminals that we remove to faraway places back into our country, allowing men into women's sports, open borders and more, is running against a strong common sense Republican. Just call him Brad. For the Wisconsin Supreme Court. It's a really big and important race and could have much to do with the future of our country. Get out and vote now for the Republican candidate, Brad. Get out and vote Wisconsin, guys. Libs of TikTok said a convicted felon essayed a 5-year-old girl multiple times. Liberal Judge Susan Crawford could have put him away for 60 years. She let him walk after 2. She's running for Supreme Court in Wisconsin. This is the lady who's running against this, call him Brad. Okay? Wisconsin voters do not vote for Susan. No, she wants to let pedos out after 2 years when they should get 60. Wouldn't be surprised if she was herself. Unusual Wales said millions of 23andMe users now face seeing their genetic information sold to the highest bidder as part of the company's bankruptcy, per Bloomberg. Yes, we know about 23andMe. We've known for a few years, probably since back near 2017 somewhere, that they sell your data. Okay? Just be very, very careful where you give your DNA, your genetic information to. Nick Sauter said breaking the Ninth Circuit has just overturned a district judge's ruling which required the president to continue bringing refugees into the country per Politico. This is a huge win. Trump can now pause all refugee admissions as that program's been abused for years by gang members and foreign criminals pouring across our border. Good stuff. Gunther Eagleman said breaking, Trump announced an investigation into the cop who murdered Ashley Babbitt. He needs to face a jury. FBI Director Kash Patel said breaking, tonight I can report the FBI, San Juan, Miami, Florida, with the help of interagency partners, CBP, the Justice Department and others, intercepted a major narcotics operation off the coast of Italy through the CBP's Container Security Initiative. We've seized over 2,000 kilos of coke from the transnational terrorist organisation, who we believe to be responsible for trafficking drugs through South America and across the US southern border. This is a tremendous victory for our law enforcement partners and will mean safer streets for Americans. Amazing work from our agents and colleagues. I wonder how the CIA feels about that. Aren't they the biggest runners in the world? I don't know. The High Wire said today the Senate voted to confirm Dr. Bhattacharya, MD, as director of the NIH, and Marty Makary, MD, MPH, as FDA commissioner, filling two key positions under under Kennedy's HHS. Oh my God. Could not spit that out for the life of me. Riley Gaines said World Athletics has announced they will verify sex via cheek swabs at the elite level. Good. Cheek swabs are non-invasive, cheap, effective, necessary for ensuring fairness for female athletes. It's about freaking time. Rupert Lowe, MP, said every single foreign pedo should be immediately deported. I don't care about their mental health. I don't care about their right to a family life. I just don't care. Deport, deport, deport. Get this vermin out of our country and never allowed back. A pedo immigrant who attacked a teenage girl is allowed to stay in the UK because he's an alcoholic. This sounds just like Australia. Your judges are corrupt. Our judges are corrupt as well. Whoever did this. Okay, whoever gave this pedo this sentence or allowed them to stay should be deported along with them. Juanita Broderick said it makes perfect sense. The Atlantic is garbage. Okay, this is the owner of the Atlantic. Steve Jobs' missus, right? Oh, look, there she is with Ghislaine Maxwell. Oh, look at that. And Kamala Harris, yeah. Tells you which side she's on. Mary Talley Bowden, yep, MD, said, great news, Arkansas makes ivermectin over the counter. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders has officially signed Senate Bill 189 into law, granting approval for the sale and purchase of ivermectin for human use without a prescription. Way to go, Arkansas. Bit different than when Bill Clinton ran it, eh? Okay, Libs of TikTok said egg prices on average are down by 59% since February 28th. Are you seeing the prices drop? Lack of bird flu outbreaks increase egg supply. No, lack of Democrats increases the egg supply. That's what that is. And lack of media reporting on some stupid bird flu that probably is not even happening. So look, it's like the pandemic, okay? They make big deals out of nothing so they can kill lots of living creatures. Matt Van Swal said breaking group of Amish and Mennonite crews have quietly confirmed they've constructed a staggering 150 temporary bridges in western North Carolina. By Friday, the group will have spent $185,000 building a bridge for 16 families still stranded. God bless the Amish. Yeah, honestly, they are good people. Well, mostly, you got good and bad in everyone. But, I mean, they do. The way they are community-based is just, it's something to aim for. Okay, now hopefully I can play this one. Andrew D. Huberman, PhD, said, and I quote, if you're against or for fluoride in drinking water, I highly suggest you listen to the short clip from expert and dentist Dr. Stacey. You won't find a more knowledgeable person on the history and topic of fluoride. Let's have a little listen here.
Where are they getting the fluoride?
The fluoride that they get is a byproduct of the phosphate fertilizer industry, and it's called hydrofluorosilicic acid. So as a byproduct of the phosphate fertilizer industry, it's considered a hazardous waste, and it's very expensive to dispose of. But they have found that if diluted, in theory, and it's an acid, first of all. So if it's put into our water system, it is so diluted that it becomes safe. But I will say, everyone can go research this and look at themselves, but it does come in like cement bags with skull and crossbones on the front, and they do have to wear hazmat suits to put it into our water. They're supposed to titrate it. And I think what's interesting, we're supposed to target 0.7 milligrams per liter. I've been involved in some educational campaigns and have tested communities surrounding Portland. it's very hard to keep it in range, and so there are some communities testing as high we've seen as 2.2 milligrams per liter, which definitely falls into, based on the science and literature, more concerning zone for neurocognitive issues and other health issues. So if you're concerned, you can call your local water bureau, municipality. I will say I don't think the federal government's going to have much control over this. It would be nice if the EPA stepped in. They have appealed, by the way, but it will come down to more like on the state level and local level. And we're already seeing states like Florida and Utah have run it through and initially done we're going to ban this as a mandatory thing in our state. And I think it's North Dakota, Kentucky. There's other states picking this up too, and other communities that are removing it or not adding it to their water. So it's an interesting time.
Come on, Australia, let's follow, please. So that's what it was. I was right. It was a byproduct of the fertilizer industry. They do have to wear hazmat suits to put it into our water. And it is supposed to be in there, well, they say, at 0.7. Okay, it's in there at 2.4 in some cases. They cannot control it, so get it out, is what I say. So, and I was right, and it's too expensive for them to dump. So they decided to put it in our water. Wendy Patterson said Tucker's Signal was spied on. Okay, Signal is not the best app that, it's actually can be spied on. All of them can. Chief Nerd said flashback. Tucker Carlson says the NSA hacked his Signal account. Congress asked NSA, and NSA is like, yes, we did this, but for good reason. Why? Why would they do that? Spying on Tucker Carlson? See what he's saying? Charlie Kirk said breaking, the Trump administration is about to cut off federal funding to Planned Parenthood. Between 2019 and 2021, Planned Parenthood performed 1.11 million abortions while receiving approximately $1.78 billion in federal funding. This is an average of $592 million per every year, or over 40% of their revenue. Nobody's fooled. For Planned Parenthood, money is fungible. Federal funds help prop up the murder mills they operate all across America. American taxpayer dollars must not be used to kill unborn children. Republicans in Congress spent decades promising to do this without delivering. Once again, Trump's getting it done. They're freezing family grants, family planning grants. So they should. No one should be paid to be able to, by the government, by other taxpayers to do that. Because a lot of taxpayers don't agree with it. And a lot of taxpayers would be upset if they knew that their money was going to fund that. ABC News said, here in Australia, breaking, clothing retailer Jeans West has collapsed with more than 90 stores set to close within months and putting hundreds of employees out of work. Sorry, I'm not liking the ABC. I don't like them. Now, the US Treasury payment system, some people believe that it's going to be XRP, okay, modernising the US Treasury payment system. This is not financial advice, okay? But I'm just letting you know. It's going up and down at the moment, so just be aware if you do get it, it's going to go up and down until it evens out. Okay. Okay, and that's it for today, guys. I've also got another update to let you know about. I got the Urethylene A. Now, I did a special with Dr. Tim Eyre on Rumble about Urethylene A. If you don't know what it is, please go and watch that video. My Rumble link will be in the description below this video. There's a little drop-down box underneath. And I suggest you go and watch it. I will update everybody. I've already taken the first dose, and I'll let people know as time goes on what's happening. Okay, because I'm guinea pigging myself here. I'm my own guinea pig, okay? So I'll let you guys know what's going on as things, whether they improve. So far, so good. No change, except maybe a bit more energy, okay? I got them yesterday. I took them straight away. So, okay, guys, hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And I'll be back tomorrow with either a video or a live. Not sure which yet. Okay, guys, have a good one. Bye.